Hi everybody, welcome to GameGorgon. My name is Krug.
And I'm Indigo.
And we're here to talk to you today about Starfinder.
Sorry, I'm really excited about Starfinder. I got this, I believe it came out last month, and I have spent a tremendous amount of time reading through the book. I've also gotten the opportunity to actually DM two different groups, so I'm really excited about talking about this.
Yeah, and I've played one of his campaigns.
Yeah.
That is my experience. Although, I mean, I've played D&D before, so.
Yeah. I mean, first let's talk about what the changes are from previous to now.
Sure.
So, one of the main things is the character creation. So, my first time doing the character creation, it took like 2 hours.
Wow.
Like, it took a lot of time. But that was because I was looking at all of the changes and what was different in previous versions. But now, once I've figured out what the changes were, it's almost instantaneous and how easy it is, and like the least amount of rolling that there needs to be done while character creation.
Definitely a big plus to this is the pre-game rolling is just non-existent.
Yeah, and not only is it, I mean, the only rolling is if you decide to roll your stats.
Right.
Which a lot of people, at least DMs that I'm aware of, don't like rolling stats. They like to do a point-buy system.
Right.
Which
Makes the most sense. It's the most balanced thing.
Yeah, it's the most balanced because you can't gimp your character.
Right.
Like, and that was the main problem I had with rolling your character in the first place. So in Starfinder, one of the rolls that they got rid of is actually your health. So in previous versions, you would take max health at your first level, and then every level afterwards, you would actually roll your health or take the average, which was technically half plus 1. Now, in the new version in Starfinder, you're actually given a flat number. So when you choose a race, the race will actually give you a bonus to whatever health you have, because depending on whether you choose a frail race or a beefy race, it's going to give you more health, which makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then based off the class you choose, will add to your stamina and your hit point pool. Now, that's something different, is the fact that there's now two different forms of health. There's a stamina, which is referred to how much you can take a hit.
Ow, dude.
I just wanted to hit him.
I know you did.
Not only, so he was able to take that hit.
Barely.
He's not bleeding, he's not doing anything, and that was part of his stamina.
Yeah.
Now, if I hit him again, you're good. He was gonna, and he starts bleeding, that would be more like health. That's something you actually have to take time to heal and go through.
Yeah, one of the least realistic parts of D&D and old Pathfinder are that you shouldn't be able to recover from a sword wound overnight.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be able to recover from most things overnight. So like if you get stabbed but it gets deflected by your armor, you're really just dealing with like the kinetic impact against your chest. So maybe, it's a great sword and it hits you and it still, knocks the wind out of you and hurts you, but it doesn't cut you. But when when you're down to 1 health in any game, you can probably assume that you're bleeding, cut up, maybe like punctured a few places. You shouldn't be able to rest that off.
Yeah.
That's not how anything works.
Now, not only is that different, but all of the classes are also different. And I'm not going to get into each individual classes. Like, there'll be videos later on for that.
We'd be here forever.
Oh, yeah. But the other really cool thing, and we haven't gotten to do it quite yet, but is ship battles. One group is significantly further than the other group because one of the groups likes to meander.
Look, it's fun. I don't know what to tell you.
But that being said, the other group is actually like right about to get a ship and start flying away. And it's actually really, really interesting how each player is going to roll and how turns are different and how, for example, if you're a better pilot, you're actually going to go second versus first.
Yeah.
And that each person has multiple roles and different things that they can do on the ship.
Yeah, the wanting a lower initiative effectively in ship battles is, I think, the most interesting thing, because it's basically saying that whoever it is that has the opportunity to react is at an advantage against whoever it is that goes first. So if you go first and you move to this location, the person who goes second knows where you are and can shoot you. That's kind of like what the concept is, why it is that going second is better. And I think that's what makes it interesting, right?
Yeah.
So if you're in the first position, then you kind of have to play a little defensively or do something unpredictable or something overwhelming. And then the person in the second position has the ability to be smart and thoughtful as opposed to just bombastic and unpredictable.
And just running in and gunning.
Yeah.
Now, DMing wise, it's like DMing any other game. There's a couple other extra little rules you have to remember. They simplify a lot of it. The only thing that's really a little bit more complicated is the fact that there's still multiple ACs. So there's now a kinetic versus an energy armor class. So, you know, kinetic is referring to bullets or actual things, while energy, being punched, while energy is referring to like plasma rifles, stuff that is being hit by a form of energy. Now, I haven't gotten to play, so what would you say you like and what you don't like about playing in Starfinder?
So this is
other than the skill of the DM.
Sure. I can't tell if you were being self-deprecating.
Self-deprecating.
Okay, all right. Fair enough. No, you're doing good. So I haven't played a sci-fi RPG before. So the first thing that strikes me, outside of the rules changes and stuff like that, is the environment. The sci-fi environment lends itself to so many more kind of relatable things than a fantasy environment does, because it's not magic. Like, I can imagine a technology that lets me communicate with somebody with a screen, because I have that, and I can have that in the game, and it's just kind of more relatable, and I think that kind of makes it a little more entertaining for me. I liked combat a lot. This is my first experience with Pathfinder as a whole. I've been a D&D person, so and specifically D&D 5th edition. I'm a newbie, excuse me. So the numbers thing, well, he's telling me that it's simplified, is way more complicated than 5th edition D&D.
Sure.
So that took a little bit of getting used to. But I also felt like the fact that there were so many different like numbers and stats and stuff made me a lot more flexible. And the character I picked, which was the operative, thank you, is kind of the skill like character, the one that's literally just good at most things. As a matter of fact, one of my class abilities is that I get +1 to every skill.
Yeah, I remember when you were creating the character, you're like, you have to look at this. I don't think
I did this correctly.
Like, I've got, like, my skills are 20. Like, is that normal? I'm like, yeah, it
see,
is.
I'm used to the 5th edition numbers where 20 is impossible. Like, it's not a thing you're gonna get. So that character in and of itself was really fun. I can't think of like a 5th edition counterpart, just something that's generally good at most things. And then
Bard, maybe?
Yeah, okay, but I've never played a Bard because...
Bard, and I mean, rogues are supposed to be better at other skills. Like 3.5 rogues were the skill monkey of the group. Like, they were really good about everything and like really good at doing a ton of different things. While bards were like, I'm really good at this one thing at this one really specific time, you know, and they
like, I'm good at speech, or I'm good at, you know, performance stuff.
Yeah,
like that. So I felt really strong. I felt like everybody else was really strong, and at the same time I felt challenged in situations. So that probably speaks well for the way he DMs. I think it also speaks well for the system as a whole.
Well, and really quickly, I'm not actually creating a campaign. I'm actually using the Dead Sun campaign book. And someone that has used D&D campaign books compared to this, it's night and day how much easier it is.
Oh, yeah?
Like, not only is it like, okay, yes, there's a bunch of different options for your players to do, but like, anytime there's a combat character, like, it gives you the stat bar, or it says, hey, you know, like, 2 pages ago, it's right here. Versus in the D&D books, it's like, oh, this is in the monster manual. Oh, this is a special character that's in the back of the book.
Which makes sense that they reference other books because they're trying to monetize.
Yeah, and
they're trying to get people to buy the rest of the books.
And I don't have a problem with that. My problem is the fact that the beginning of the book had one thing, and then the end of the book had the other character. So I'm having to go back and forth in the same...
consistency is important. Because when you are playing... I've also DM'd out of a book before, and just real quick, it's really easy to be better than a D&D book. They're really inconsistent. And when you're in the middle of like exploring, like your players took you down a road that you didn't think they were going to, you have to kind of like read and figure out what's going on as they're going through it. It's really difficult to have to figure out where you need to go, as opposed to just, okay, I need to go to the monster manual for this monster. Oh, wait, hold on. This is one of the ones that's not in the monster manual. I need to go to the back of this book. Like, wasting your time like that, it just drains so much out of a campaign. And I'm glad to hear that this campaign book doesn't really do that very often.
And especially, I mean, if you just look at the core rule book, like, you can see how much information is here. This is a big fatty book.
Yeah.
Like, this is double of the player's handbook in D&D.
5th edition.
Yeah, it's crazy how in depth that is.
Thick.
Yeah, but you guys let us know. Like, is Starfinder something that you guys would be interested in? Do you guys want to see more content about Starfinder? Let us know. Tell us down in the comments. If it's something that you guys are interested in. I mean, I super want to make it, so I might just make it even if you don't like it. That being said, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button if this was something you guys really enjoyed. let us know.
Yeah.
It really helps the channel out.
A bunch.
But until then, I'm Indigo.
And I'm Krug, and this has been GameGorgon. Thanks for checking it out, guys.
Bye.